Thank you, Ciancorla. I will not be agreeing to the renewal of this legislation. And as my colleague has said, I think it's an insult to democracy. I have 3 minutes, 15 seconds. I can't do justice. I can't carry out my role as a TD to examine this legislation and see what it's based on and the need for it. And so I relied on what the government did, and they set up an independent review. And I've taken the trouble of reading the majority and the minority report. Both are in agreement that this legislation should not be renewed. It should be absolutely repealed. Some of it brought back, others not. And where the two reports differed substantially was in relation to the majority report recommending a special criminal court on a full-time basis, and the minority, and I fully support them, agree with that. And what the minority report attempted to do was to give an alternative view in relation to a counterpoint, they said, to provide a counterpoint which we believe to be an example of coming over-habituated to the abnormal. And that's what's happened here. Successive governments have become over-habituated to something that's quite abnormal, that's been renewed at this constitutional provision for emergency legislation. There is a need for emergency legislation, but not on a permanent basis. There have been no safeguards, no monitoring. The majority report, when they recommend bringing in a permanent court, said to bring in safeguards. And I note, Minister, that you have taken one or two of those on board with the publication of the Special Criminal Court judgment. Something as basic as that has never happened. But I should say the majority report said, we are not making recommendations and you can pick and choose them. It is part of a package. The importance of safeguards in relation to this abnormality. And I must say again, I agree with the minority report. What the majority report are recommending a Special Criminal Court on a permanent basis, which is saying our courts are inadequate. And I think that is a very dangerous precedent. I don't think the Constitution allows for that. And I think what the other thing that struck me as I went through all of this was there was no action on the Haderman report 22 years ago, which made very, very practical suggestions and also recommended not repealing this legislation. No action. 22 years later, no action. In the middle of that, we had the Law Reform Commission 2013, no action. A task force set up, or an interdepartmental, and then removed. So what we have here is, for years and years, we have normalised a most abnormal situation with no facts, no figures, absolutely no facts in relation to jury tampering. I'm all for supporting any government in relation to temporary legislation to deal with emergency situations. This is not what's happening here, and at the risk of repeating myself again, which I don't like, it is you're normalising the abnormal with no grounding evidence whatsoever. Up to now, no publication of the judgments, no explanation for them, continuing on with the DPP making the decision, and so on. Both reports say that a Special Criminal Court should be used only in exceptional circumstances, and both reports, using different language, albeit different language, talk about the jury system as the gold point. And we deviate from jury trials at our peril. And so therefore, when we deviate, we should do it on the basis of facts, on reason, and I'm out of time. Thank you, Ciancorla. Such is democracy in attempting to do my duty in relation to analysis of something as important as this.